Hey my flavors, and welcome back to my channel, Favorite with Flavor. Today I'm going to show you how to make homemade meatball subs. Who needs Subway when you can make it yourself? So these are the ingredients that you are going to need, but eliminate the olive oil. I was going to fry it in the pan, but I decided to put it in the oven. So you'll need Parmesan cheese, Worcestershire sauce, some sub rolls, about 2 pounds of ground beef or ground turkey, whatever you choose, an onion, 2 eggs, parsley, some garlic flakes, your favorite marinara sauce, breadcrumbs, a little butter, 2 beef bouillon cubes, some wine for drinking, of course, salt, black pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, red pepper flakes, and Italian seasoning. And please, if you have not hit that subscribe button, please do, and give me a big thumbs up. And make sure you hit that notification bell so you never miss a notification or a video upload from me. You will always know. So now we're just assembling our meatballs at this point. We're just adding in our little ingredients, and I'm going to mix this first before I add the eggs and the rest of my seasonings, okay? And a little of that Worcestershire sauce. I'm still learning, y'all. And a couple of handfuls of the Parmesan cheese. Again, you want to make sure that all the ingredients that you have put in so far gets well incorporated before you add the rest. This is such an easy recipe, y'all. Today, the meatballs were the star of my show. And next time I'll come back and show you guys how to make some marinara sauce, if you guys want to see that. So I lightly beat my eggs and added it in. I'm not using a whole lot of salt because the Parmesan cheese already has salt in it, as well as those seasoned breadcrumbs. So you only need a couple of pinches, that's it. And now we're going in with our seasonings. And look, y'all, don't y'all hate when this happens? When you grab a seasoning out the cabinet, but it isn't open? So I had to go back and grab another one that I already had open. Okay, so just some red pepper flakes there. And some Italian seasoning next. I promise you, your meatballs are going to be full of flavor if you make this dish, y'all. You're going to love it. Your family is going to love it. These sandwiches were fire. So you just want to give that a mix again. Try not to over mix, but I always try to pour from the bottom and mix it into the top. And now it is wine o'clock, okay? So I'm adding a splash of wine instead of water today. The liquid is just to make sure that your meat stays nice and moist and tender on the inside. And of course, some for drinking. Cheers. So now we want to get that wine mixed into all of our meat. And then we're going to start forming our meatballs. When you do put your meatballs together, you don't need to make it super big, because if you do, it won't fit inside of your bread. So I made a little bit bigger than a golf ball. But when you do start patting these and forming them into a ball, you don't want to pack them tight. If you do, it's going to come out rough and tough, and you don't want that. So you want to be gentle when you put together your meatballs, okay? That's going to make them nice and tender. So I was able to make 21 of these. And now we're just getting this ready to go into the oven. My oven is preheated at 400 degrees, and I'm going to cook this for about 45 minutes to an hour. But halfway through, I will remove them and flip them over to that bottom side. You also want just a tad bit of water at the bottom of your pan so these can kind of steam. And I will put these in the oven uncovered. So now you just see me flipping it over so that the bottom half of the meatballs can cook. Now time to heat up our sauce. Use your favorite marinara sauce, or if you want to make yours homemade, by all means go ahead, but the sauce was not the star of my show today. But all I'm doing is sticking this into the pot, adding a little bit of water, and making sure I heat this all the way through. You need a couple of teaspoons of tomato paste. I did find some that was already open, so I didn't have to use that can in the beginning. Give it a good mix again. And now we're going to start on our quick garlic butter. So you want to melt a stick of butter, add some fresh chopped parsley, some minced garlic, also some salt and pepper, and we're going to set this to the side. This is what we're going to top our bread with once we start assembling our sandwiches here in just a second. So now that our meatballs have cooked thoroughly, we're going to add this to our sauce and let them heat up in our sauce, or not heat up, but cook a little in our sauce before we assemble our sandwiches. All right, it's time for the fun part. Time to put these subs together, okay? I was able to get 3 meatballs per sub, but I did that first one that you see up there. I added an extra one in there. That one was for me. I was being greedy. So now I'm just adding a little bit more sauce to each of my subs. And we're gonna go in with a mixture of mozzarella cheese and Parmesan cheese. Use your favorite, but this is my favorite go-to cheese for my meatball subs. We're gonna top with some parsley and then that beautiful, quick and easy garlic butter that we made. And when you put this garlic butter on, honey, I want you to slather that bread in that garlic butter, because that's what's going to give your bread the flavor and the nice crunch once it comes out the oven, okay? Let that bread just drink up all that garlic butter. Put it on top of the cheese too. Okay, we're going to pop this in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes. And would you look at that? Boom. Okay, gang, this is what you get when you are favored with flavor. Remember, you can create anything you want to create in your kitchen. All you got to do is just get in there and try it, okay? So if you haven't subscribed, please do. Please give me a big thumbs up. Remember, you are always favored with flavor, and I'll see you soon.